So, you want to be like your good old buddy GamerXL3. Well, you're going to need to know how I make my stuff. If you might be wondering, this is just a video on saying how I do it. I've made a couple little segments before and earlier in some other videos about how I make my videos, but nothing really in detail. So, this is just kind of an information kind of thing, just in case you guys wanted to know. So, let's jump right into it. First, we're going to start off with skits. Now, the way that I do a skit is, first off, you got to think of a topic. So I generally like to do a bit of brainstorming, generally about 10 minutes, and a good idea comes to me. So say, for example, I want to do a skit on YouTube itself. So what I do is I start thinking of some jokes, and I start thinking of how the skit will play out throughout the video. Like, say, for example, I could say, time to work on a new YouTube video. And then what I do is I spend like 10 hours getting everything set up only to record 5 seconds worth of footage, for example. So that would be a good joke, right? And then what I would do is I would compile all these jokes and ideas into a little note, and then I would just start writing the script from there. So typically, I would just start off with making a Google Doc, and I would just start off with the settings. So I would say, for example, Carter is in say, computer room. And that's where the video would start. So after that, I would just kind of keep on going, and I would start thinking about different characters that I could include, and I would keep on adding those in too. So while I'm just kind of writing this, I'm just gonna keep on going. I might include different characters. So say, typically I don't include the characters' names. I like to include the actual actors' names, if you call them actors, you know. So I could incorporate my brother, or say one of my friends, for example, like Pyromantic. For example, here is my script for the beryllium wrap that I made a little while ago for science. So ignore this. This is just me being bored. So obviously you can see I cut out a lot of stuff from the main video. This is just the draft, of course. And what I do is I choose a couple things and I work with it. So of course in the actual video you don't actually see, I believe, a couple things in here. If you pause and you watch the other video, you will notice that a couple things are different and in a different order possibly, and that's the magic of it. And after that, I would just start shooting, and I would edit, and then I'm good to go, and then I upload. That's how you do skits. Now on to you talk, your moments, and anything like that, basic announcements. Actual effort time for a video can range between 20 minutes and 2 hours. So typically when you see a higher quality GamerXL3 video, why do I have a pen? Typically when you see a higher quality GamerXL3 video, that usually means I spent a bit more on that higher end of the spectrum for editing and shooting. I don't really like to record downstairs because A, there's not very many people, and B, it also provides a good space for recording. So you can see here, this is actually a real note that I used for UTalk, the previous one, June 19th, 2017, 5:35 p.m. So, I of course write UTalk suggestions, I write the user and the comment, and I would just read off from there. And generally I don't have a script for UTalk. I just generally sit down over there and I improv, kind of like how I'm doing now. And the same thing goes for your moments and announcements, I just kind of wing it. The other videos that I did, such as things like reviews and stuff like that, basically I just record as I would a gameplay video, except I would have a bit of script to it. And other than that, that's basically it. I use iMovie as my editing software, and it works. I do cuts, and I can do basic music, stuff like that. So it works well. Then there's vlogs, but I think it's pretty easy to understand how that works. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. You know what to do. Do that good stuff. Have an iPod. Anywho, peace out, boys and girls. Friday's the video. There's gonna probably be like a UTalk or something like that. Hope you like it. Maybe your moments. I don't know. Who cares? I'll see what I do then. Peace out.